Hey, folks, how you guys doing out there tonight? Woo! Welcome to the Road Story Show with the Party Hog. I am the Party Hog, a.k.a. the Festive Swine, a.k.a. the Ayatollah of Ryan Cola. My real name is Mike Braniff, though. You might know me as that. I don't know. Can you guys see my shirt? Yeah, you can. There we go. Welcome to my brand new show. I'm not quite sure what the hell I'm doing yet. Normally, my trusty road manager and show producer, Semenko Dave, is at the controls, but he's in rehab. He got into the kitty stuff there a couple of days ago and had to go for a little reprieve. So let's just say he's getting better. So we'll leave it at that. Oh, hang on. Man, see, I don't know what all these buttons do tonight. So you guys are going to have fun while I screw this shit up all bloody night here. So welcome to the show. Sorry, no music in this show, unlike the basement show that we do with the Party Hog, which will be returning next Wednesday, Canada Day. We're going to be doing a show, all Canadian music, a little history of Canadian rock and roll for you. That's what we plan on doing. And so, anyway, I'm just trying not to check up in the comments already and seeing who's all out there. Man, there's a lot of you people watching already. Nah, I'm not nervous one bit. No. Well, we better check things out here. Check. Yeah, things are going good so far, I guess, eh? Well, I don't know, man. Okay. Let's get started with the show. What do you... hey, we got to do this first here. You know I wasn't going to do the show without a drink in my hands. That's a drink, kids. No, that's a drink. Cheers to you. Can I get a sociable? Booze goes up. Booze goes down. Cheers to you. Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to be telling road stories. No music, no politics, no COVID, no bullshit, no trolls. I'm not putting up with anything, man. It's just road stories. Good road stories. No greasy, porny, like porn road stories, man. You know, try and have a little bit of class. Woo!
You uncultured swine.
That's right. We're going to have to just roll with it here. So for tonight, we got a couple of road stories. These are road stories that are either too long or need a little more fleshing out and or need special guests to help me out with it as well, too. These are road stories that I just couldn't fit into the Party Hog Basement Show, and a couple that are just not appropriate for it. So let's just go with that, you know. Yeah, so we'll just roll. Hey, I'm new. Please be patient. There we go. Good to see you guys. Who's out there? Blue, Sassy Donna, Deanna. Hi, Deanna. Naomi, Leslie, Mel, Carol. Hi, guys. How you doing? Good to see you tonight. All right. So, well, what do you think, boys and girls? I got to look. Okay, we got to do this up here. Okay, I got that one up there. So don't forget the rules. No politics. No COVID. No trolls. No bullshit. Right? And one other little warning as well, too. Viewer discretion is advised. That's right. Be careful, kids, now. All right, so I think let's get the show started. I think it is road story time. What do you say? Ow! Yeah. Anyway, all right. I got stories tonight, and I got stories about this is this shit I'm not too proud of. I've been arrested 3 times while in my band days, and I'd like to tell you the story of those 3 arrests here tonight. The rock and roll criminal, because nothing says you're more badass than getting arrested in a rock band. I mean, ask Vince Neil that, and he killed a fucking guy. And we all remember that clip of David Lee Roth in the Panama video being dragged out of a hotel room in a towel and cowboy boots. Seems creepy now, but that was pretty cool shit in 1985. So, Dave, that's great. So what follows is not something I'm particularly proud of, but as I recall saying each and every time I was arrested, just another story from my book someday. Well, since I I'm not in jail. I can tell these stories, I guess. I don't know. All right, arrest number 1. Here we go. Let's get this thing going. The first arrest happened at the Lethbridge Hotel in 1983. Now, this is not where things went down. Things actually went down here at the Oxford Hotel in Brooks, Alberta. God. So what happened was cops started pounding on my door at about 9 a.m. at the Lethbridge Hotel. Seems we were all under arrest, the entire band. The 3 of us that were staying at the hotel were taken to the RCMP detachment and put into a room, and an officer says, "You boys left quite the mess in Brooks there." Those are the rooms upstairs there. Rooms, he'd call it. One big room and one other room with a skylight. No windows that would open. Man, that room stunk by the end of the week. It was bad. But anyway, we left quite a mess in Brooks. It seems our hatred for the gig and bar owner had caught up to us. Peter, who owned the Oxford Hotel in Brooks, which was also called the Zoo, mostly because the accoms upstairs were fit for animals. There was one room with 3 single beds, no windows, just a giant skylight, a death trap. And the main room that had 4 more beds, again, no windows that opened. And it was brutal, man. It stunk in there. But Peter was the kind of bar owner that would stop us in the middle of a song when he was bartending so he could answer the fucking telephone. He was always on our ass about the volume, man, and we weren't that loud. He had you guys might recognize this, his official radio shack-o-meter. Oh, look at that cursed damn thing. He said, no more than 95 decibels. You guys cannot be louder than 95 decibels. So in the middle of the week, I kind of borrowed it from one of the other bartenders, and I put it up there to my mouth, and I belched. I belched as loud as I could. 96. So there's your fucking decibel meter bullshit thing there. So anyway, Peter was an asshole, and apparently he had found what we had left for him at the hotel. After getting paid and loading out Saturday night and driving to Lethbridge Hotel. See, what we had done is we had stacked all 10 mattresses into one corner of the room, the main room, on top of each other. Okay, no big deal, right? But we also added to all the graffiti that was written on the walls in the hell room. I mean, there was some real interesting stuff. Guys would draw boobs and, the band names and this happened here and stuff. But maybe it was the 4-foot-high "fuck you, Peter" that we wrote on the wall in felt pen that might have been a bit too much for him, Woo! Will evil never rest? That's right. Or, I don't know, maybe it was the intricate weaved toilet paper ceiling we'd spent almost the entire week creating in the main room that set him off. The room was a 40-foot by 30-foot with a drop ceiling. And what started as a test for a prank turned into almost 3 full days, emptying roll after roll of toilet paper, weaving patterns all through the frames. We took all the drop ceiling tiles out and just had the frames, and then we weaved this intricate quilted toilet paper masterpiece frame. I don't know, what do you call it? It was a fucking thing of beauty, a work of art. Of course, a crazy, crazy fire hazard, but and that's just the thing Peter needed to call the cops on us. So there we were in Lethbridge at the hotel, and cops had us all in there, and they said, "Well, look, you guys, we gotta resolve this issue in Brooks. You can all take the rap for this, or just one of you can." And that's when my fellow bandmates, John and Rob, they were both 25 years old, really old to me because I was 17 at the time. These guys had previous minor criminal records. And, well, they both pointed right at me. Beef, that was my old nickname back then. Beef, he'll take the rap. He's only 17 and he's clean. Thanks, guys. Pricks. So I was charged with mischief and ordered to pay $300 in restitution damages. Yeah, right. That ain't going to happen. So anyway, the Lethbridge Hotel. Look, I got a picture of the back of that shithole there too. We did a band promo there for Dirty Urge. That was back when you used to have separate entrances at a place like that. That's how spooky that stuff was down there. So anyhow, so my next arrest, well, let's just, I don't know. How do I put this one? The next one happened in Calgary. Calgary, Alberta. We were playing at the Beacon. That's right, peeking at the Beacon, a.k.a. the North Center. And, man, that's an old picture. Yeah, that's really not the picture I was hoping to get. Yeah, that one, and that's looks like it used to be a bank of some kind. I don't know, but I remember steak and eggs in there, having breakfast with Vic from Kickaxe and watching him pour Sambuca in his coffee and thinking, man, this guy's the coolest bass player I've ever seen in my life. Good guys, man. We opened up for them. Anyway, I'm meandering here. I'm off the story here. So we were playing at the Beacon. Things were looking up for my new band. Finally got out of the B circuit and onto the A circuit, and we were playing better rooms now, or I was anyway. I don't know. I don't know if I should even. I was dating a girl at the time. Let's just say I'll be leaving a lot of crazy 80s drama out of this, okay? Well, so we had a fight in the hotel room. I was drunk a little. I was mad a little. I left the room and I walked down the hallway. And being drunk and mad and stupid and 20 years old, 18, 19, whatever I was, I punched one of the lights in the ceiling, one of the globe lights. And then I walked another 10 feet and I punched another one. Then I rounded the corner and I punched a third one. I don't know what the hell I was doing. And like I said, I'm not proud of this shit. So I get down to the lobby. My hand was bleeding pretty good, and these were not cheesy Walmart glass fixtures. They were the heavy ones. So I left the hotel to go for a walk with my bleeding hand when a friend of mine ran after me and said, look, you got to be looked at. You come with me. Well, she walked me back to the hotel and right into the handcuffs of 2 Calgary police officers. Man, oh, man. Yeah, well, they took me to the hospital, stitched me up, and then took me downtown for booking. I sat in that holding cell with 20 of Calgary's finest late Saturday night, Sunday night heathens for over 14 hours, holding my bloody stump, wearing black sweatpants and a white blood-soaked Bugs Bunny sweatshirt. My girlfriend paid my bail, and of course, loser I am. And I was released at about 7 p.m. on the Monday. No sleep. Holding cell all night long. Sobering up. It's gross, man. So they released me at 7 o'clock Monday, still just in time to catch the 8 p.m. flight to Edmonton, where I can be on stage with the rest of the band for about a 9:30 start. So I'm at the airport in Calgary. We have about 10 minutes before the plane is boarding. So I thought, I'm going to clean up a bit. I'm going to go to the bathroom. So I washed the blood off my shoes in the bathroom, off my arm. I try to freshen up a bit. I'm feeling like shit, looking like hell. I board the plane with my girlfriend. We sit down. Exhale. Relax. It's all over now. I'm going to be in Edmonton soon. I can play my gig. This nightmare is over with. Well, that's when 2 police officers walk onto the plane and ran up to me and say, will you please come with us, sir? I follow them off the plane, explaining that I'd already been in jail and seen enough of them today. Thanks. Apparently someone had witnessed me washing the blood off my white sneakers in my blood-soaked clothes and wondered why I was leaving town. And after some quick talk on my part, I told my then girlfriend, who had my bail receipt, I said, just give them the bail receipt. Well, she can't find the fucking thing. They agreed to let me proceed on my way to Edmonton. I said, look, if I'm lying, just have a cop arrest me when I land in Edmonton, okay? Needless to say, I didn't catch a nap on the plane ride. I got off the plane with no hassles, right into a cab, straight to the Continental Inn West, straight to the CI West. Walked into the bar at 9:25, 5 minutes to go to showtime, still covered in dried blood, unshowered for 2 days, wearing my Bugs Bunny sweats with no With 5 minutes to spare, sang that first set, went upstairs to change and shower. So I was lucky that the North Center Inn didn't press any charges after I offered to pay for the damages. Lesson learned. Right? Uh-huh. Well, let's continue with the third part of the story here. This is where shit gets interesting, folks. We're gonna bring in a good friend of mine to help flesh out this next part of the story here tonight. Now, this is this is where the technical shit comes in here. My good buddy Dave is so much better at this than I am, and there you are. That's you, and that would be you and me, and there we go. And I still don't have your picture up here. Why I don't have your picture up here yet? Damn, I'm not getting your picture.
Hi, Mike.
How you doing? It's Kerry, Noel, and I'm not seeing your picture yet, buddy. I don't know why your picture's not coming up here. Oh,
I can see you.
Man, I know I can see you on the chat one, but you're not coming up yet into the big one here. So, yeah. Not sure what's going on here. Why that is not coming up here. All right. Let me do the old.
We'll do an audio.
We'll do an audio, man. Damn it. I'm sure it'll eventually show up here, but yeah, I should be seeing your picture here. Hit solo. No. Okay. We'll just take it out like that. We'll go
assets.
Assets. That's what they are. So this has always been my favorite road story I've told in the bars. Here, I'm going to get his name up here. Damn, why isn't your camera working? God damn. Although I'm seeing you there, I'm just not picking you up in here. Damn it. I'm going to bring you out, and I'm going to try and bring you back in here. Oops. Like at me tapping buttons, not knowing what I'm doing here. And we'll try this one more time. Still no appearance. Damn it. You know what? I'm going to send you one more. Tell you what. Let's fix this because I really want to get you in here. You leave the room, and I'm going to have you come back in the room here in a second. Okay? We're just going to do this. I'm going to leave the room for that, and I'm going to invite him back in and have him come back in one more time there. Okay? All right. There we go. Look at that. We got it. Absolutely. Hell yeah. We're cooking now, man. Oh, there we go. Now, if I just get the buttons right. Look at that. Hey, Semenko Dave, I know what I'm doing, you shithead. Woo! Ah, goddamn. Oh, there we go. Kerry Noel, a.k.a. Animal from the CI South. Good to see you tonight, brother. How you doing, buddy?
Not too bad, my friend. Not too bad. How are you?
I'm scared to death. The first show, the new show, and we're rocking, we're rolling here tonight. Oh, I also want to get a little plug in here too. I would like to thank Buds and Roses Cannabis out in Millet. That's where Kerry works at there, out in Millet at a cannabis store. They got some fine products. Go and check them on out. Get in there. Go see Animal. You usually work late afternoons tonight?
Weekends. Come see me weekends.
Come and see him on the weekends and get your weed legally from him. I never bought any weed off of you in the 80s. I remember that. You were a good boy, man. You were a respectable guy in the bar at the CI South. I remember that, man. That was great. Good times there. The old Continental Inn. Oh, do I have a picture? Oh, do I have a picture? Let me see if I can put this into the A picture here.
You mean the Convention Inn?
The Convention Inn. That's right. How the hell do I keep screwing that name up there, you know? Oh, my God. There we go. The Southside Pub rocks. I found an old logo that Jim Beveridge made, the old logo for the hats and stuff. That's right. And so I'm going to try. Okay, we'll take that out. Back to there and back to the program. Here we go. Let's get it back into the story. This is one of my favorite road stories, and I was in my new band, R-U-E-Z, 4 letters, R-U-E-Z, or what were we called? Ruiz. Everybody called us Ruiz. It's like, how do you not see the fucking dots? R dot, U dot, E dot, Z dot, like what the fuck? So we're playing at the CI South, and we spent most of the Wednesday afternoon learning a brand new song called Hysteria by Def Leppard. And, groaner. Well, girls liked it. It was a song that allowed me to use my new Kramer Farrington acoustic. I'd bought it Mainly Music in Vancouver. It was Wet and Wild Wednesday night at the Southside Pub. My favorite day of the week. Woo! Yeah, which meant we could try this new song early in the night and play it again later when it filled up for the wet t-shirt contest around midnight. We opened with our first two songs, and now it's time to debut this new Def Leppard song. I'm strapping on my acoustic when I see my dear friend here, Kerry Animal, coming towards me. I'm going to let him take it from here. What happened? We were getting on stage, getting ready, and you had a visit from who?
I get a call in the office, and they say, we need you at the front desk. And I said, do I need to bring help? They say, no, just you. I thought, okay, somebody needs to ask me a question. I come out of the stairwell, and I walk up, and I see two detectives, and I'm like, what are the cops doing here, right? So I walk up to them, and I say, officers, how can I help you, right? One guy's blowing away that I know they're cops. The other one doesn't daze him, and he goes, we're here to arrest one of your employees, Mr. Michael Braniff. And at this time, I only knew you as Mike, Uncle Mike, and at the time for Are You Easy, you were Mike Hawkshard.
Yeah, that's right. That was my stage name, Mike Hawkshard. I had the phone cops after me.
So I look at this guy, and I like, we got no Mike Braniff working there. And I see, he says, yeah, we do. I says, and I said, no, seriously, guys, I do the scheduling, I do the payroll. I says, I have no Michael Braniff working in my bar. And they said, well, apparently he's supposed to be playing here tonight. And I'm like, oh, that Mike. And my world begins to crumble.
Oh, no.
As well as yours. So we go downstairs. I'm in the elevator. I'm asking these guys, like, listen, he just went on stage, man. Like, can you wait in the office till break? And no, we're going to arrest him right now. And I'm like, let's just wait in the office. I'll go get him. Not office. I don't want to riot. Okay. So I walk out. I'm walking up and I'm watching Mike, and he's like looking at me. And I walk up to his sound man. I tap him on the shoulder, and I said, you're experiencing technical difficulties. And he goes, no, I'm not. I said, yes, you are. I need to talk to Mike right now. So he does whatever hand signals he needs to get Mike's attention. Mike drops his guitar, comes home, goes, Animal, what's up? And I said, I couldn't even look him in the eye because I knew what was going on. I'm looking down at his chest. I'm like, Mike, I need to see you in the office. And I turned and I walked away, praying that he would follow me. And I walked to the door, and I think, if he's not behind me, I'm going to have to send the boys to get him. And I turn around, and you're standing there, deer in the headlight looks. You're like, what the fuck's going on? And I'm like, I'm so sorry I have to do this to you. And I opened the office door, and you looked inside, and you went, oh, bitch called the cops.
Oh, God.
And he walked into the office, and they closed the door, and you take it from there.
Yeah. See, well, I'd had a fight with my girlfriend on the phone that day, and I hung up. And, no names, of course. I'm going to keep it normal, but, she exacted a little bit of revenge, I guess, and was mad at me. So she kind of let them know that I was playing at a certain bar and started at a certain time, and that I had a certain little warrant that went back to the Brooks Hotel because I didn't pay the $300 restitution and damages from my first arrest. So I had this warrant out for me, and I walk in, I see the two cops with you, and I'm like, oh no. And they go, are you Mike Braniff? I go, yeah, are you Mike Braniff? Yes. We have a warrant for your arrest. We're gonna have to take you downtown. And I'm like, Jesus, guys, you gotta let me change. I'm wearing fucking spandex pants. I am not going to jail in leg warmers and 10 loose bandanas and frilly ripped up mesh shirts and spandex pants. So they said, they agreed. They were at least cool. They were finally, they were being pretty cool about it. They were like, okay, Yeah, whatever. You can go get changed real quick. Well, so I go into the change room. And actually, I'm going to bring a picture of this up here, real quick. I got a picture.
Oh, that room.
That picture of me in the back room there. That's me picking my nose, and my old sound man Skid there. Skid, he was there that night too. I swear this is from the same week even. And
Probably.
So anyway, because I'm in the room with you, all the rest of the band was in this back change room, and they were rolling giant hash gaggers, because that's back in the days when everybody was still smoking in the bars. I walk in there to go get changed, and I got the 2 cops with me. I got like 6 guys going, rolling giant bombers kind of thing going on. And I'm like, change as fast as I can, right? And yeah, the cops were cool about it. They'd seen it all with you rock band guys, and they were only there to arrest me. Don't worry about that stuff. And so I got into my street clothes, and as we were about to leave, I said to him, I go, aren't you guys going to handcuff me? And the one cop says, I don't think that's necessary to you. My reply, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? If I'm going downtown, I better leave this bar in handcuffs so it looks good. So I end up walking out of there like David Lee fucking Roth in the Panama video, man. It's like, only I got my clothes on, but still, take my ass out of there. Like, get me the hell out of here, So they put the handcuffs back on me, and but started walking out the door of the back there, and all I remember was everybody in the bar just, oh my God, the singer's been arrested. They're taking me out and in the car, and we go downtown. And so I go downtown, I get checked in, I get booked, and I go sit in a nice pink cell, a salmon pink cell, and I just wait. And I'll let you take it from there. Just do you remember what? I know there was a couple of people that kind of helped out that night. It was like, what happened after I left?
Well, all of a sudden, I have no lead singer, lead guitarist for a band. There's all of a sudden it is jam night at the CI South before wet T-shirt night. So, we went fishing through the crowd for anybody. Your guys were all like you said, smoking dope, so they really didn't care. Like, they just sat there and played. Just turned into a nightmare. People, the boss, no names. He was out on the West End checking out a new band. That so there was no getting a hold of him. So all this shit lands in my lap. The wet T-shirt contest goes off. This one girl comes up to me, puts a T-shirt on. She goes, "Animal, I have to win. I'm going to go bail Mike out." And I said, "Honey," I says, "I can't fix the contest." I said, "I never have and I never will." She goes, "Well, I'll just win." So I said, "Here's some tips." And I whispered a couple of things in her ear that I don't tell most of the girls. And she came out and she just fucking rocked and just won the crowd over. Gets her $300. She comes up dressed up. So I think she still had her wet T-shirt on. She just pulled her jacket on up top. Goes, "I'm going to get Mike," and off she fucking goes. And I'm like, "Thank you very much." Right?
See, like what I remember is like I got down to the jail downtown, and they said you get to make a phone call. So I remember it was about 11:15, 11 o'clock, and I call the bar, I call the CI, and it's like, put me through, and it's like, okay, you know what, guys, I can be out of here in an hour. It's $300 bail. I just paid the band. Why doesn't somebody come down and just pay it, and and I can be back in time for the second set, almost, a little bit late. Well, just come on, somebody. Well, my light man Tony, aka Rambo, he's like, "Hey man, don't worry about it. We got Kim from Winterkill is here, and the singer from Kerry. So, hey, have a good night, man. We'll pick you up tomorrow." Click. He hangs up the phone. What the fuck? Are you kidding me? I'm losing my shit. And I'm like, he seriously thought a night in jail would be good for me, and also a great story for the band history, aka good promo for the band, So I can't even remember her name. I'm sure the name she gave me wasn't real anyway. Let's call her Tanya. Yeah, she had a. I do remember that she had loved acid wash jeans, white high heeled boots, and a white fringed leather jacket, which was kind of the look. White and fringes.
Yeah.
So there it was at about 1:45 in the morning. I'm getting real nervous, man. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? I'm still in jail, and the guy comes in. He says, "Well, you know what? You got about 15 minutes until we're putting you in the remand center for the night." And I'm like, shit's getting serious now, man. I'm just in a holding cell. I don't want to be going to the remand center for the night. I had no idea what was going on at the bar with you guys. I had no idea. I didn't know people were singing in my place. I had no idea that that somebody had won this contest. Well, Tanya got in. She won the contest. I didn't know this until it's like, honest to God, Animal. It was like 5 minutes to 2, and I'm scared to death that I'm going in for the night. And all of a sudden, the guy comes around the corner and goes, "Okay, you're good to go." Holy shit, what happened? Well, somebody posted your bail. and I'm like, well, it's about time Tony got off his fucking ass and got down here and paid my bail to get me out. And then I hear this, Michael! I'm like, oh, hey, Tanya, Terry, hi, she says, I won the contest. My boobs won. I bailed you out. I'm like, oh my God. And all the cops are just laughing their asses off at me too and everything. So, at least I gave them a good story too, like, Jesus, we had this fucking guy who came down here and then a girl wins a wet t-shirt contest to bail him out tonight, like what the. So we took a cab right back to the CI South, and I remember getting in at about 20 after 2. And I remember I was ready to kill every one of my band members at the time. I'm like, you little fuckers, and you were going to let me rot in fucking remand overnight. What the fuck? You're assholes, man. Now, this was something you might not know. About it, a couple of years later, I ended up having to go to court and over something else, and I ended up going to court, and Peter from the Oxford Hotel was there. He was still suing me for the restitution for the damages. And I don't know how I still had this in my fucking wallet 4 years later. The judge says, well, you need to pay this restitution, or we're going to put you, you're going to have to do some time here. A little bit of, community service or something. And I'm like, hey, wait a sec. And I pull my wallet out, and I pull this $300 deposit check from the Oxford Hotel from Peter. And it was like, this was for damage deposits. I'd completely forgotten about this damage deposit check that we had for the same amount that, for the restitution and the damages and the charge. And I'm like, I go, well, geez, Judge, I got this. He's already got his money. We never got paid. And I give the check to the judge, and the judge looks at it. He calls Peter up to the bench. He goes, is this your signature? He goes, yep. All right, well, you're good to go. And I'm like, yeah, fuck you, Peter, man. Fuck you, you dickhead. So I got him out of there.
So you still got off.
Yeah, but here's the other thing. I case dismissed. I'm free, and I didn't have to pay that asshole a penny. And, well, about a week or two later, the $300 bail that was posted, I ended up getting that in the mail. And I'm like, and again, I really wanted to give it back to Tanya, Terry, Tilly, whatever her name was, but never saw her again. So I got arrested and made $300. Jesus.
Evil never rest.
Oh, I know, buddy. So hey, the convention in, man, I almost did it again. I remember we played. God, I love that bar. It was so big. I remember there was the one end of the stage. We were the last band to play. Are You Easy was the last band to play on the far end of the stage. And I still
the south side of the pub.
That's right. And I still have an audio tape of our very last set performed in that part. and I'm babbling for 10 minutes, walking around with my wireless mic, pretending to be Jerry Lewis and shit, you know. And it's just brutal. But anyway, yeah, that was an exceptional gig, and you know, the couple of other things. I told this story in a couple of weeks ago in the basement show when I was in the coffin, and you came up and tuk, 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 tuk. You order pizza? What the fuck? I open the lid up a smidge and I see you standing there. Hey, you order a pizza? Like, fuck, man. I remember like.
I remember pranking you for that. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember one other time too. Yeah, like you and I, you were a couple of the doormen. I went to get out of the coffin, and it was like, oh, what the hell? I can't get out. It's because I didn't know there was a couple of guys sitting on the fucking thing. They wouldn't let me out. You guys had we always had a good time there, man. It was great. How many years did you work there? How long were you there for?
I was there for 2 stints, 6 years and 8 years, so a total of 14 years.
Man, good times at that place, man. I got some great memories. What's your best memory of that place? What do you got?
Oh, my best memory was a little thing called the chamber pipe. I used to carry this around in the bar. It would be filled with hash and tobacco, right? So you take a little one hit, you blow the smoke out, and away you go. And every once in a while, I catch my male staff, my supervisors. They're down talking to the girls. They're not paying attention to their job, right? Yeah. So I'd take a big haul on this, and I'd fucking blow it as I'd walk down the aisle. Then I'd tap them on the shoulder and go, I smell hash. And they'd get up and run around and look for see who's smoking the hash. And I'd walk around the corner, laugh my ass off.
Oh, my God. Weren't we part of this thing called the Buffalo Club?
Oh, yes, sir.
Remember that where if you were a Buffalo Club member, and if you
you still are,
I still am. I always if you naturally drink with your right hand, when you're out in public, you must drink with your left, because if you're caught drinking out of your normal hand, and another Buffalo member says Buffalo, you got to chug that drink. And I remember it was Super Can night. You guys used to sell these fucking 1 liter cans of High Test, like just a fucking extra old stock 975 milliliter can or whatever the hell it was, and I remember get up to the fucking the beer girl. She goes, opens it up, hands it to me, puts it in my right hand. I take one sip out of it, and I hear you over my shoulder go, Buffalo. I'm like, what? I just paid $5 for this thing, man. I mean, like, come on. I can't chug this whole thing. It's a Buffalo. You got to do it. You got to do it. So I start pounding this High Test as much as I can. I get about halfway through when all of a sudden all the foam starts coming up. I'm spewing foam all over the place. Click was playing there that night. I remember that because I remember about I got so hammered drinking a High Test so fast that they did Bohemian Rhapsody that night, and usually in the middle part during the opera part, they used to do what Queen did and kind of, go into something else. But this night they did the middle part. They had a lot of samples and stuff, but they played it, and I'm freaking out. I remember getting up on one of those tables, and that's a no-no at the CI South, man. I stood on the table freaking out, screaming, yes! Best band ever! Ah! Like going bananas. Get off the fucking table, beef. Oh, God. So, oh, man, what was that? Oh, I'm hearing beeping and beeping and beep. So, you know what, buddy? It's I'm gonna just throw an old picture. I found an old picture of you.
Oh no!
With Alf, an old picture of you and Alf and a that's rocking that mustache, brother. You're looking so good there. I mean that's just
where did you find that?
Oh, it might have been on.
I know who sent you that.
That might have been on the old Continental Inn convention. Jesus, the old CI South group page. Why? I just it's Potsheimers. Just go with it, man. I suffer from Potsheimers, but I'm gonna thank you very much for coming on the show here today.
Michael, I am honored to be your first guest on your first show. I had a blast. Thank you very much.
Love you to bits, brother, and take care of yourself, bud. And good to see you.
Hey,
Thanks a lot. We'll see you very,
stay
very
safe,
soon.
stay sane, brother.
You got it, brother. Take care. Thanks, Animal. Cheers,
All
buddy.
right.
Love you.
Ciao.
Bye-bye. Oh, man. Gotta love that guy. All right. So, oh, hang on. Let me take that out. Yeah. Well, now you know who my next guest is because I hit his button there. So, just I got another friend checking in here with me to flesh out the story here. Oh yeah, woo! There he is. All right, we're gonna bring my buddy Mike Guse into the frame here, and I'm gonna pull you up. And there we go. Hey, Mike, welcome to the show. How you doing, buddy? Live from
Doing good.
live from outside of Kelowna, there, Winfield, right?
Yeah, Winfield. Yeah,
Winfield, living by the lake.
having a nice day today.
Good. That's
Sunny and warm.
good to hear, brother. Good to hear, brother. So,
Enjoying the show.
thanks, man. Having fun.
Good to see Animal.
I'm still fairly new at this, and trying to make everything work here. I'm getting the hang of it little bit by little bit, but we're rocking here.
Going good.
Thanks, buddy. So yeah, I met my buddy Mike here at the convention in South. I got it right that time. I met him at the CI South. It was my first stag party. I remember we went out. They duct taped me to a fridge dolly, and and took me out to a Tin Lizzie's on White Avenue to go see the band Barracuda play. And then it was in the back of Ed Zern's van as I'm laying on the back, no padding on his fucking fridge dolly, on my back. I got these bars in him. Oh, another bump. Ah, you fuckers. But I remember we got to the CI South and it was 18 steps to get into the basement of the hotel, remember? And so they wheeled
At
me
least.
they wheeled me in on the dolly and they got about to the third step and then they just fucking let me go. And it was good-dunk, 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 till I hit the bottom step. And when I hit the bottom step, conk, and I just went boom forward. And I couldn't put my arms out or nothing because I was duct taped to this dolly. And it was like, smash my face on the ground. I'm drunk. Who cares, right? So they wheel me up to one of the poles in front of the stage, one of the big pillars that they had in there. Out comes the duct.
They had there.
Oh yeah, out came the duct tape again, and they did like 30 wraps around. I already had 30 wraps of me with the, to the fridge dolly, and then another 30 wraps to put me up to the pole. So I'm strapped to this pole, and it's just one after the other. People bringing me shooter, another shooter, another shooter, another
tons
shooter.
of people.
And
it was just running down your chin and onto your shirt. You were like,
making all the faces and shit. But I clearly remember this part though, buddy. I remember thinking, I'm thirsty, and nobody's giving me a drink in about 10 minutes here. So fuck this. And I don't know where I got this superhuman strength from, but I somehow pulled the Incredible Hulk out of my back pocket. And I started to, and I ended up ripping through, had to have been 50 layers of duct tape that had been wrapped around me. I go straight, I get through, everybody cheers. Oh, he's broken free, he's broken free. I go back to the shooter bar. I get a shot, and I remember I got to go to the bathroom. I had to go to the bathroom. I walk in, and there's this long-haired guy with a mustache. I'm going to pull this picture up. There you are on the left there, buddy. Woo, long hair and a mustache. God, that was a porn stash there too, wasn't it? You and brother Greg there too. He was a lot of Edmontonians might remember him as well too. But yeah, I remember walking into the bathroom and you were rolling something, and I was like, "Hey man, you want to smoke something?" I'm like, "Yeah, man." I go, "Hey, what's your name?" You went Mike, and I went, that's my name. That's Mike. I said, hey, we're like Mike's in stereo, and that nickname stuck, man. You've been my pal Stereo now for like 30 years ever since then. And so it just that's the origins of the nickname kind of thing.
Yeah, you just looked at me and yelled Stereo.
Stereo. That was it. Yeah, and then away we went, man. But
and then away we went.
What do you? What's your best story of the CI South? What do you remember about that place?
to have a best story, I don't know what would be good to say on here, but
yeah. Well,
you got to say, every night was a good night down at the CI South. That place rocked, and I always thought it was the best bar in Edmonton. And the staff, Animal, Tim, Big Rick, all those guys, great staff, and the girls. But as far as one story, one night, one of the Edmonton Eskimos, we'll just say his name was Craig, comes walking down the steps that you got tossed down in the dolly. And he comes walking in the bar, and he looks right over at our table, and I'm standing with Al. And Craig walks over to us, and quite a fast pace, and he's a big guy, and just smacks Al right in the head, knocks him to the floor, and then looks down at him and says, "Oops, sorry, wrong guy."
Wrong guy.
Yeah, he had quite the temper, that guy. But there was lots of stories down there. But the best part about it was the staff and the bands that came through there, and meeting you and everything else.
Oh God, there's so many good times in that place, and just so many blurry memories. I mean, there, all the bars in town, man. The Rex, the Metro, the MJ's, the Londonderry. I mean, I
CI
even
was the best.
Oh, CI was the best, absolutely. And we'll fight you on that. We'll fight anyone on that.
That's right.
Hell yeah, man.
The Rex was kind of a second, but nope, the CI, everybody ended up in wet T-shirt night. That was, here's another story from the wet T-shirt night. We'll say his name, this one, Doug Gilmore from the Calgary Flames was at the South that night. He was standing at the shooter bar, and I was trying to get people to be guest squirters for the wet T-shirt contest. I was always the guy that poured the jugs of water, and so I tried getting Doug Gilmore. Come on, you gotta come up and be our guest squirter. And he's reluctant. And eventually I talk him into it. He comes up there and he grabs when the girls were all lined up, and instead of the squirter that he had, he grabbed one of my jugs that I had at the side there, and he goes over to toss it on one of the girls right over her head. Well, Big Rick comes over and grabs the other jug and takes it, and Gilmore grabs it by his hand, and Big Rick's way stronger than Gilmore. He pulls it up and pours it right over Gilmore's head.
Oh, Jesus.
And soaked him and then threw him out.
Oh. That's Did he know it? He knew it was Gilmore?
Big Rick, he wasn't into hockey that much. He didn't know. He just thought he was doing it because he poured the water over the girl's head.
Oh, man. So he just thought it was just some chump, eh?
Yeah. Oh, he was drunk and thinking he was king because he was heading over to Russia to play for Team Canada for the Canada Cup. And they were flying out, so. But that was a good story.
He's poured it on the girl.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Oh, that was Greta there. Oh, I missed it. Let's try it again. Oh, Greta. I tried to get the Greta thing to work there, but it won't work. Damn it. All right. I'm still learning this shit, man. I got Semenko Dave's in rehab, so I don't know. He's going to have to teach me some stuff here. I'm sure missing him today, that's for sure.
It's going pretty smooth.
So far, I mean, I'm going to have to smoke and drink and smoke a little bit later just to kind of look back on it and see what I need to practice. That's all. But so life's good down there in the Okanagan?
Yeah, life's good in the Okanagan. Yeah, we're finally getting some summer and waiting for this COVID to get over so I can come down and see you play in the Soyuz.
Yeah, that's weird. You guys are open before. Well, we're not doing that. Okay, this is no COVID-free zone. That's right. But yeah, we might end up playing. I might end up back down there at the Sage Pub in the Soyuz. I love playing down there. That's a great gig.
That's a great place.
Oh God, I love it. It's so crazy.
Al's
hot
a good guy to play for.
Yeah, man, I keep getting this boop, boop, da boop. I'm getting this little message thing. I got a goofy little thing. You see, you never know what's going to happen till you do the show, and then you go, I should have turned that on. I should have turned that off. I should have done this. I should have done that. But whatever. That's why it's the first show, folks. And, we're doing God. Jesus, it's been 50 minutes. Holy shit. I really thought this was going to be like a 20-minute, half-hour show, and we're almost up to 50 minutes, 52 minutes now. My God. What the hell? And we got 30-plus people still tuning in on a Thursday night. What are you people doing? What? My goodness. Anyway, Well, maybe that's getting close to wrapping it up here for this. I got a couple of things to take care of, and I'm gonna let you go. And man,
Okay, Mike.
you take care of yourself, brother. I love you to bits, and thanks for coming on the very first Road Story show here today as my guest and reminiscing about the old convention in South there.
Great place. Miss it.
All right, brother. You take care, man. Miss you.
You take.
Click the leave room, and we're
too.
on our way. All right. Take care, brother.
You too.
All right. There we go. And we're back. Look at that. How'd that work? Everything's working, isn't it?
Everything's working.
Oh. There we go. There we go. There we go. Now it's all working. Rocking and rolling now, baby. Okay. Well, so let's get some plugs in here. Okay. First off, let's Tushfest 11.5. 11.5. It's a go. That's all you need to know for now. We will not tell you the date. We will not tell you the venue. We will not tell you what's up. We can't yet, okay? We just can't yet. It's coming soon. That's all I can tell you guys. It's coming soon, okay? We're going to make things happen here, all right? We're going to do what we can to get a little Tushfest action going in there. So, you know. And, again, I'd like to thank you guys for tuning into the inaugural show here tonight. I'd like to send you off with a couple of little messages here. This is an important PSA. I'd like to remind you all.
Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son.
That's right. You know.
How dare you?
Yeah, that's right, Greta. How dare me? I know. Don't forget this. This show has been brought to you by Fortification Security Solutions. Call my buddy Fort McMurray. That's his real name, Fort Clinton McMurray. He's a good guy. You all know who he is. He's the loudest man in the city. He is not only an exceptional locksmith, but an exceptional guy, and he will go that extra mile for you. Give him a call, 780-868-6066, Fortification Security Solutions. And again, I'd like to thank my guests that came into the first show here today. Mr. Kerry Noel, a.k.a. Animal. There he is there. What a handsome dude. And as well, my dear brother Mike, a.k.a. Stereo there. It's been good. We had a good time today, and I don't know. Are you guys happy with the show or what here? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Send me some love, man. I really appreciate you guys supporting the Party Hog Basement show. Oh, hang on. No, that's not. There we go. Too many buttons. I really appreciate you guys tuning into the Party Hog Basement show. The next one's next Wednesday, Canada Day, 8 o'clock. Special all-Canadian show. Loosely going through the history of Canadian classic rock from the very first song. Do you know what the first song is? Do you know what the first Canadian classic rock song? Well, it wasn't classic yet. It was rock song. But what the first official rock song in Canada was? Put it in the notes there. And if you guys get that right, maybe, I don't know. I'll clap. What have I got for you? Woo! Anyway, thanks again for checking this out. I'm not sure when the next one's going to be. I got a gig tomorrow, Friday and Saturday. I'm doing an exclusive online show for the Crown and Anchor Pub in Grand Prairie, Alberta. Sorry, folks, this one's not going to be available online. You can only see this inside the Crown and Anchor Pub Friday and Saturday night. But then, like I said, we'll be back on Wednesday, and I think we're going to be moving the basement show to Wednesday nights because I'm planning to get back to working on the weekends, as Loverboy would have said. So hopefully we're going to switch it to Wednesday and just keep it as a Wednesday night thing instead because people do too much shit on the weekends. And then I got to find another day for this silly, stupid show because I still got another 100 road stories to go yet. Lots and lots more to go. I want to get more special guests in. I'm going to be bringing people in from all over Western Canada to talk about their memories on the road, good times, bad times, good gigs, bad gigs. What else have I got? My 10 best gigs is a special show coming up. My 10 worst gigs is a show coming up as well, too. So I guess now's the time to say thanks again for tuning in. And
good night, Springton. There will be no encores.
That's right. No encores, folks. Cheers to you. Peace and love. Peace and love. Don't forget to go to my website, partyhog.com. All the basement shows and this show as well. Plus, subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. Please go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. I really need more subscribers. I'm not making any goddamn money off of YouTube because you have to have 1,000 subscribers, and I got barely 300. So if you haven't done it yet, please suss me out. Look me up. Just type Party Hog into YouTube. Even if you're sitting at your where is it? You got one of these blue curved Shaw remotes. Hit the button and say Party Hog YouTube. Boom. I come up. The first thing you'll see it. Please subscribe to my page. And cheers. We'll see you guys next Wednesday. I hope you all have a great weekend. And I hope my fancy little outro here is actually going to work. Let's see. I hit that. I hit that. I hit that. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Peace and love. Good night, everybody. See you next time.